how do you feel about it? I mean, she could defend herself. She could say, hey, look, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. But no, she said, no, I don't want anything. So she kind of just said, like, look, I don't want this because I called her out on things. I said, look, these friends that are treating you this, they're fucking assholes. I'm telling you right now. And in 5 weeks, 10 weeks, 2 years, 10 years, when you say, oh, they fucking treated me like shit and they were fake as fuck, what am I going to say? I told you so? I don't want to have to do that. I want us to, like, have an open communication. But she said, look, I don't want anything. So I said, okay, we're done. A few more days goes by. I'm really having withdrawal. I miss having a partner. I miss having someone to share everything with. I mean, what's better than it, really? Aside from being self-sustaining and being complete yourself. So, someone doesn't have a passion, doesn't have a hobby. Your hobby is Instagramming, and for guys, for guys to like it. That's where she gets her kicks. So I messaged her a couple of days go by, and I say, look, I'm sorry for what I said. I want us to work out. And I miss you. I shouldn't have said that. I was just being insecure. And, I want to work this out. She never said nothing. She ended up coming back, moving back into the house. And I'm like, hey, look, you gave me no reason to just treat you like the things I said in an aggressive way. I said it in I'm a superior way. I had no reason to. You did nothing, absolutely nothing to make me act like that. I'm sorry. I want to get by this. I want to make this up to you. She said, I think we should just be friends. We're going to be living together anyway. This shouldn't be complicated, blah, blah, blah. I said, it's already complicated. I want to be with you. So she said, make it up to me or whatever. So things are weird now. Things are like, they're not tense, but they're uncomfortable. Now I'm trying to win. Now I have to try to win her approval. And she's keeping her distance. Go to a restaurant, she's not sitting next to me. All this weird stuff. So, I'm trying to win her back. And 2 weeks goes by, and we're starting to get more comfortable again. We watch a movie, she's leaning on me. She's not sleeping in my bed. She has her own air mattress, but one night we're watching a movie in her bed, and she's, we're all cuddled up, and I'm like, things are finally getting back to normal. So I go to work the next day, and she comes in to see me, and I was busy. I come home, I lay down, she's like hugging me and stuff like that, and she says, I'm gonna go hang out with the neighbor, our downstairs neighbor, who's a guy who's 20 years old, good-looking guy, money, and she's like, I'm going to go hang out with him. I'm like, why? Why would you hang out with him? He's going to get me weed. She always needs weed. This fucking camera. Anyway, she needs weed, and I'm like, you don't think that's weird? You're going to go hang out with this guy, and me and her are shaky. That's why I'm saying it. It's not like we're perfectly great. It's like she's acting weird, and she wants to go hang out with another guy. I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm just trying to let it go. It does bother me. I'm saying it's not. So she comes up and she's like, you sure this doesn't bother you? I'm like, yeah, whatever, just whatever. So my cousin tells me that he says the downstairs neighbor who knows we were dating or whatever, trying it. I know we're officially dating. Everyone, I'll get into that in a minute. But he said that the downstairs neighbor asked her to hang out. So that pissed me off because she said, then I asked her, and she said, yeah, he asked me to hang out. I go downstairs, I knock on his door. Before I knock on the door, I call my cousin. I'm like, what should I do? He said, if he gets smart with you, just fucking hit him in the jaw. Just knock him out. Just one, boom, right in the jaw. Because who's going to fucking do that? So I'm like, all right, I knock on that door. I say, dude, look, we were trying this. Why would you ask her to hang out? Oh, no, dude. No, please, look. Oh, look at my phone. Oh, it's not this phone. It's my other phone. It's my work phone. Look. It's paragraphs of her texting him. So I go upstairs. I call her a fucking liar. We start arguing, yelling. I'm like, why? Like, what are you doing? She's like, why can't you trust me? You go behind my back and you ask him, why didn't you believe me? I didn't believe you because you were fucking lying. You're acting weird. We're shaky and you're still trying to like pull all this bullshit. I'm like, look, I don't want to do this no more. And then you know what I said? I said, maybe guy 102 will work out for you, but I doubt it, you fucking bitch. And I left. And she says, you always leave. You always don't talk it out. There ain't nothing to talk out if you're going to fucking act like that. Things that are worth talking out, you talk about. I don't want to be around that. So I leave. I come home at night. She comes upstairs crying. She's crying. She's like, I really have no interest in him. I have no interest in the neighbor. I just needed weed. And I love those blah, blah, blah. She's crying. I wanted us to be good. And I just need to find myself. That was the focus of her crying. I need to find myself. I say, okay, I understand that. You do need to find yourself. I kind of need to find myself a bit. You know, I don't know if this can ever work, though. She's crying. I'm just sitting there looking pissed off. I'm like, so she's like, you know, can we make this form, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we're going to try to be friends. We live together. We're going to try to be friends. So 2 days goes by, you know, and my cousin is walking his dog. He sees through the downstairs neighbor's window. She's sucking his dick. 2 days after. So he confronts her first. And he's like, look, I don't care if you fuck the whole neighborhood. But you were just talking to my cousin and you're leading him on and blah, 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 and messing with his head and, you know, what the fuck? She's like, I'm not, he convinced her to say she was a slut. And then I got to talk to her later. I got to try to make her feel stupid. Because look, now I'm feeling insecure. She's fucking the neighbor. And at first I kind of felt like, yes, because I'm right. You know, I'm right about it. I was right about everything. But then I think about it, I'm like, oh, I didn't want to be right about it. So I was just constantly cracking on her, saying hurtful things to make her feel how I felt. And I said, you know, that's the healthiest thing you put in your mouth all week. She was like, I'm in an unfamiliar place. I'm like, so sucking dick's the only familiar thing to you? Like, finding yourself you're not going to find yourself at the end of a joint or at the end of a dick. And she said, that's not what it's about. So later again, we have another talk. She comes up in my room and I'm just like, look, you're nothing to me. You're just Cody's wife's friend. You're not like a person I care about now, or I don't want to like be friends with you. I don't want to get to know you anymore. And I said, what did you think finding yourself meant? What did that mean to you? And you know what she said? She said, finding a job. That's what she meant by finding herself. I'm like, look, you're just going to keep running in circles over and over again. I can never be on that merry-go, okay? I can't. And I don't want to. We're not friends. I don't want to talk. You're just going to keep going in circles, keep making the same mistakes. You're going to be fat in 10 years. You're going to be on needing weed just to function. And I'm trying to better myself. I'm trying to build a life of quality with a quality partner. So now she's fucking the neighbor. And she's still trying to be good. And I eventually start just cracking on her so hard. Like, that's how I'm going to feel comfortable, by making her feel stupid. So, yeah, it's been about a month or two since then. She's still living with us. Wouldn't you want to get out? Wouldn't you want to go home after doing something like that? I mean, is there anything wrong with it? It doesn't feel right to me. And now we're moving into a new place. She finally has her own bedroom, so I don't have to see her sleeping in the living room. She's not fucking the neighbor anymore. I heard she said he was really dumb, and I hated being around him. I didn't even like him that much. So do you know what that makes me think? That makes me just think, okay, she came back, playing with my head, and then she wanted to get back at me, and then she wanted to feel confident in herself, so she dumped him, because he wanted to go out with her. So she has her confidence back up now. Now let me tell you guys, number one thing, no matter what you're doing, if you're serious about a girl, never hurt their confidence. I don't know why I did that. I hurt her, and then, you know, it blew up in my face, and I feel stupid about it. And I learned my fucking lesson. But now we're still living together, and it's just tense. It's like I don't want to be around it. I'm trying to find my own place, but it isn't easy. And we don't talk. It's not cool. It ain't good. But I fucking learned my lesson. You don't settle for a partner. When you talk about, a partner, someone you're going to spend your time with in your life, you don't settle. You never go for second best. You never go for you don't even go for bronze or silver. You go for gold, okay? Doesn't mean you got to fucking, you can try people out, date people. There's nothing wrong with having sex. I just want to have the feelings if I'm going to have sex, okay? Now, I actually made a list of qualities I want in a partner because Harley made a video. I'm going to link it down below. It is the fucking best relationship video I've ever seen. So, qualities in a partner. Loyal above all. I respect loyalty. I am loyal. That's probably my number one. Open-minded and active-minded. Someone who can hear what's being said and then process it themselves. Be vegan because it's ethical, and I don't think our ethics are going to line up if she can't, see that meat, dairy, eggs, and are evil. Does not want kids. I just don't want kids. And if we want kids, we can adopt. I want her to be drug, cigarette, and alcohol free because, those habits, you're being around them, it's just going to attract the wrong kind of people. I want her to be or want to be transparent. I don't want to live off white lies. I don't want to bullshit. I want us to be comfortable and be who we actually are in front of each other. I understand there's a nervousness when you first start dating or whatever. You're trying to impress, but you know what I mean. The most important things. I want her to have a sense of self. I don't want her to, leech on the people, kind of like she was with me. Her identity is with who she dates. I want her to be her own person. I want her to help. I want her to share my goal of helping the animals, the people, and the planet. I want her to take care of herself and her. I want her to take care of herself and her health before others. Because if not, it's just selfish. You can't help anyone and everyone has to help you. I want her to be interested in minimalism. I don't want her to have to, I want big diamonds and cars. And it's fine if you have it, but it's like, appreciate the important things, please. I don't want her to spend her time on makeup and aesthetics. I want her to spend it, doing things we enjoy or she enjoys. I want it to be helping people, looking healthy in a normal way, not with, caking on makeup. I want her to realize a good quality relationship requires both partners. No, I'm sorry. I want her to realize that a good quality relationship, both partners inspire and make each other better people. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for someone to inspire me. I'm looking for someone to inspire. And just look at Harley and Freely and look at McDougal and Mary, John and Mary. Those are probably my two favorite couples in the world that I know of. And they both they're a fucking team and they get shit done. If you're interested in that, let me know. Let me know if you could ever take someone back that did what she did or did what I did. Tell me, have you guys been cheated on? Have you cheated on people? I know we weren't officially together. Just have you been in similar circumstances where you have to live with them? What kind of people? What does your ideal partner look like? Write it down in the comments below. Let me know how you guys feel about this kind of stuff. Probably one of the biggest things I want to do is find that quality partner. And it's just going to inspire me. I'm going to go 10 times harder, 10 times faster, 10 times more carbs, 10 times more sugar. I'm going to fucking help people, the planet, and the animals, guys. All right, so I'm glad you're here. If you stuck through it, cheers.